Hello everybody and welcome to RimWorld. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-bum-bum. I'm gonna have to work on how I say that one. So, without further ado, welcome to RimWorld, a game that has been requested for quite some time throughout the channel's history. And it has finally arrived. Now, I'm gonna warn you straight away, right? Do you remember the Kenshi series? If not, that's fine. It's gonna be a lot like that. We don't necessarily have a goal, but we're just gonna go and we're gonna figure it out as we go. So this might be an extremely long playthrough, but hey, we'll see. Another thing is, if you guys want characters, let me know, and at some point I'll figure out how to do that. I don't know how yet, but I do have a couple mods, and there was also a few things that I was told to turn off. So, as far as mods, we really don't have very many. Basically, we have a lot of compatibility stuff, and then we have like better camera, some facial stuff, and then a couple things that just our quality of life. So we really don't have a lot of mods, at least for now. There was one mod series, I guess, that I was really wanting to use, and my reasoning for that is because it's the reason that I even learned about RimWorld to begin with. I believe it was called like Moyo or something. I love the designs of the characters and the armor. I don't know if those mods even still work. We'll turn them on at some point. But, yeah. So, we're going to begin a new colony. I imagine I just want to go with Crash Landed, so we do begin with 3 people. As for the storyteller, I don't know. This guy seems like hard mode. This seems like normal mode. Look, I gotta keep it real. I think I'm gonna go with with easy mode. We are gonna go with adventure story. That seems like the best thing to do, at least for now. And we can change it at any time. I'm gonna choose reload anytime because, and for anomaly settings, I was advised that we should turn them off. So that's what we're gonna do. As for the seed and everything, I don't know. We got a whole lot of just stuff. The Rough Pig Union? Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. And now we're generating a world. So, like I said, let's be completely honest. This is gonna be a train wreck of a few episodes. We're gonna be learning together if you don't know what's going on. I don't know. Choose for me. The Temperate Forest. Yeah, that sounds cool. Let's see. Factions. Oh, I see. So it's just telling me about the factions. Advanced. We'll just leave that be. Okay. Well, random start it is. Let's see. Choose your ideology. What should your starting colonists believe? These beliefs affect gameplay and visuals. You'll be able to recruit others to your beliefs or take on their beliefs. I don't know what any of this means. Dude, I should have looked into this a little bit more before starting. There's gonna be a lot of edits, okay? I'm gonna have to take some time to read. Let's see, Classic RimWorld, good for your first few games or when you're not trying to do something specific. All ideologic expansion content remains active. Okay. So let's see, strong beliefs which support play styles. Oh, I see. So this is like... So these are like presets, I guess. Intense, extremely disruptive beliefs which make the game fit very different. Transcendent humanists. The human race is at the peak of nature and must use technology to step beyond. We do this by enhancing our bodies with technology, but we like to hear each other's view on the matter. Feral people. We are animals and animals are us. We are trees and we live by them and love them as us. Mole people, the sun, it stuns! We shun! In the tunnels we shuffle, we snuffle for truffles. In our bubble there's no scuttling trouble, never a kerfuffle. I see. Okay. Well, I guess you're calling us, the community is a family of hardworking, like-minded people. Putting yourself first is not acceptable. I mean, we could just go with that. That seems cool. So what is this? The rest of the world has separate generated for them. Okay, we're just a big ol' happy family for now. Oh god. Now we have to make characters. I see. Left behind. Oh, I see, because we can... Sally! Well, we were already gonna add her, but okay. She's a masochist. Oh no, that's more Crimson. So can I change these? Oh, xenotype editor. Oh god. Oh! Ooh, very attractive? Yeah, that sounds right. Whoa! Was that a time skip? Okay, so, completely transparently, I have been in this menu for like 30 minutes. So, here's what I came up with. I know it's not perfect, but you know what? It's what we got. Sally. Apparently she has a little bit of artery blockage and a stab scar, which sucks, but, you know, is what it is. So, childhood unknown, adulthood, she's a guardian, she loves protecting people, she's tough, because ideally I would like her not to die, beautiful, because, come on, we can all agree, and then she's kind, because, hey, certainty, loss factor, I don't know what that is, but you always gotta keep a smile. Also, I made custom xenotypes for her, so here's what we have for that. Hang on. Alright, here's what we got. Super fast wound healing, because I don't want her to die. Slow runner, because I figure we need some kind of debuff. Very happy. She's terrible at melee. She's very kind. Very attractive. Long hair, human ears, human voice, pink hair. She doesn't get gray hair. She has human hands. Bad at melee, bad at cooking, and also, she doesn't know what a plant is. More or less. Completely random, though I did change around old Emmerich Coyote here a little bit. I don't know how much this matters. Well, I know it matters a lot, don't get me wrong. I know it matters a lot. Yeah, so this is far from perfect, but this is the tutorial run, so... Each person needs a valid name. Is that because Sally doesn't have a last name? Then we'll put K. Wow, new mod features. Incredible. The three of you awake in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown... RimWorld. Oh, as pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. I'm following. Okay, so, I probably should have played the tutorial, right? I think we can agree on that, but we're gonna figure it out. And there we are. Sally, Coyote, and Dikey. You guys are probably gonna do alright. Okay, so... Work, right? I think I know how this works. So, Sally, you're gonna be the doctor. You're good at it. Firefight. Extinguishes fires. Okay, well, we all need that. Patient, go to a medical bed if you have... Okay, yup. We all do that. Child care. Okay. Right. Basic. Warden. Manage, feed, chat with, and recruit prisoners. Okay, we're gonna... We want Sally to do that. Okay, and we'll take that off you. Handle. Tame, train, harvest resources from, and slaughter animals. Okay, I think Coyote's good at that. I think. Hang on. Actually, you know what? We'll have Daiki do that. Then you can cook. Sally, you don't have... Actually, you'll be okay with guns. We'll do that. You can construct. You can help with that. Grow. Plant seeds, harvest crops. We'll have Daiki do that. Okay. Right. So... Okay, we got that done. We have a bunch of survival meals. So what we need to do, right? I know enough about the game to be able to say that we need to set up some kind of base. So, the most ideal thing that we could do, right? If we were to mine into this rock and set up a base, like, inside here, I think that would be for the best. And then maybe, like, an outer wall, kind of like that. That way we have, like, a fence, just in case. I think that'd be ideal. But, let's see. So, we need to start gathering stuff up. I think I'm gonna play through the tutorial really quick. I should have done it earlier, I know, but I wanted to see if I could just jump in, but no. I have done the tutorial, and I now sort of know what I want to do. Okay. So... I imagine... This just seems like a really good spot. So what I'm going to do, right? Let's set up a stockpile zone right about there. Okay. Now... Hang on, I gotta remember how to do, how to do everything. We want to... build... Hang on, it's structures... Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, alright. We're gonna build a little hut right here. This is gonna be our little starting hut. See? Look at that. That's a nice little... That's a really crappy starting hut. We're gonna put a door. Right now. Okay. Now, I want to put... Hang on, give me a second. I'm figuring it out. Where's the bed? Beds. 1, 2, 3. Then we need an animal bed. Sleeping box. Well, you're a dog. Are you small? Warhol. Yeah, I guess we need a bed. Okay, then in that case, let's go for... Animal, I don't think we could... Animal sleeping spot. Why not? We'll do that right there. Now... We want to go... By the way, I'm so sorry if this is painful for you to watch. Look, I'm still learning, alright? I'm still learning. It's gonna be a little rough for a bit. What else? So we have a gather zone. Oh, you know what? Let's do... orders, right? And we want to chop all of this wood down, just so it's out of the way. Chop all of this wood. Okay. Now, I want to haul all this. I'm trying to remember how to do that. I think it's under orders. And then... haul things. Okay. So haul these. We could allow. So if we... I don't necessarily want to do this one by one, but I think that's how we're going to have to do it until I figure out what I'm doing. Okay, let's do boom, 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 boom. I know for a fact there's got to be a better way to do this, but oh well. Oh, you know what? We can click and drag. Right. Okay, so that's all good to go. Sally, you're gonna pick up the gun. Daiki, you... There's not really much else, at least not for the moment. We're also next to a bunch of animals. Let's see. Okay, I think this should be good. Then, what we need to do, we need to make a roof, and we also need to make a place. Oh, you know what? We need somewhere to plant. That's what we need. So zone, growing zone. Let's put a growing zone. I want to have like a fence. Let's put a growing zone right here. Oh, we can't do that because it's mud. Oh, okay. Hang on. So, let's get rid of that. So let's make a growing zone over right up here. Right here. Yeah, there we go. Now, we can make that a, I guess just rice? Okay, good, good, good. Now we need a spot to craft and the like. And then we can also mine. Oh, this is marble. Maybe we can't mine this. This might have been a bad spot for a base in that case. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, so here's what I've got set up, right? This is going to be our area where we farm stuff. I expanded our house just a little bit. We're still going to make use of this big old rock because we may as well. We got a research table, 3 beds, a spot for our dog to sleep, and then we have a fueled stove. I don't know. I don't remember which stove we were supposed to have, so I really hope that the fueled stove is a good idea, but we're going to try. This is going to be the spot where we store all of our goodies. That way it's just kind of out of the way, but also somewhat close by. And I don't remember how to make a roof, but we will do that at some point. I'm gonna have to write down a lot because, dude, this feels bad. Like, I feel like I don't know anything about what's going on because I don't. But ideally, this should be a good enough start to where we're actually going to be somewhat okay. And I think the stat spread of our characters is also decent enough to where we can still make it work. Now, everyone is doing construction. However, I believe some people are not as good at it. Let's see. 4, 8, 8. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be alright. Although, I noticed Sally has messed up multiple times, so, you know, she's not much of a constructor, all things considered. Look at that. Ah, that's already a home away from home. We might have crash-landed on a planet that we know close to nothing about, but at least we've got some sort of shelter. Enough was with us that it's just going to work. And then I also have a torch, because torches sound useful. Right, that's something else that we need to set up, is a defensive place. We can set up like a spike trap and stuff, and barricades. Barricades will block certain kinds of animals the same way that fences do. Oh. How the heck do I make a roof? I don't know how to do anything. That's okay. Like I said, this is going to be a series of learning and a series of experimentation. Sure, humble beginnings await us, but, you know, one of these days we'll be committing war crimes like the best of them. And won't it feel good? I'm going to speed up time just a little bit so that everyone can do their thing. Sally is attempting to cut down the tree, though she's not doing an exceptionally good job at it. But she's trying. That's the most important part. She's going to be at it for a hot minute, isn't she? Yeah. Well, look at that. We've got a door. We've got walls. Oh, and you're automatically setting up a roof. Okay. Fantastic. That is really, really nice. I'm glad that you automatically did that, because I could not figure it out for the life of me. Okay, now that we have a roof, let's set up a bill. Let's do a simple meal, and we'll just Cook until we have 5. That way you can focus on some other things. And ideally, it's just gonna be something that we do. So if I click on it, okay, we have cook simple meal, excellent. And we can stop that whenever we so choose. Okay, great. Good, 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 good. See? We're getting there. We are getting there. Now, I will say, the sense of unease and nervousness that is coming over me is actually, like, quite overpowering, and I don't know why. This game isn't necessarily a horror game. Kind of in the same vein as Kenshi. It's not, like, the scariest thing, but there is a lot to it. Now, Sally, we're going to take you off construction because, quite frankly, you're not good at it, so I don't want you to do it. Okay, you two are playing horseshoes. We like that. Daiki is cutting down a tree. Very, very nice. Ideally, I want to cut down all of these trees, but we'll see. Let's allow those to be hauled. Let's see, is there anything else in the area that we could haul? Not from what I'm seeing. Okay, very good. Very nice. We are getting there. We do still need to chop this down, though. And why is no one hauling anything to the zone? Why are you not doing that? Is that a work thing? No, you all have haul. Interesting. I don't know why you're not doing that. Maybe it's just one of those things. They are kind of doing some stuff. New lovers! Coyote pursued Daiki by telling a story about pemmican. Daiki responded well and is now Coyote's lover. They want to sleep together. Okay. That was fast. Sure. Alright, I'm glad that you guys are in love now. You know, I hope that you get a long, loving relationship. However, I wish you would have told me sooner, because we could have put your beds together. Well, let's see. Let's uninstall. And then... yeah. So let's move that, and then we'll move it together. So... I guess let's uninstall this as well. Okay, now we can come over here. Furniture. Double bed. I know it's here somewhere. Double bedroll. That probably wouldn't have been a bad choice. Ah, double bed. Donk. And... that's uneven. You know what? Let's reinstall this right here. Let's... so, wait a minute. So we can install this elsewhere. So what if we installed... so if we're moving that there, we can move this one here. And then... yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. See, look at that. Just in time for nighttime. We've got everything set up. Very, very nice. Now, we do need to get crops and stuff going, and it looks like Daiki is getting started on that, so ideally we don't need to worry about it. How do we set owners? Let's see. Set owner. I want both of you. Oh, wait, can you not get in? That could be a problem. Let's set owner Sally. Okay, hang on. When they're ready for bed, I'm curious if they can still crawl in, or if we have to open it up a little more. Right now, everyone is busy, though, so we don't really need to worry about it for the moment. Okay, you're all getting stuff hauled. Very nice. We do still have a couple trees to cut down. You guys will get to it when you get to it. Daiki decided to get into armor. Oh, there we go. Nice. You two get each other, and Sally gets Warhol the dog. Just how it ought to be. Pretty successful day one. Okay. Okay, so that's good, I think. I think it's good that they're... Yeah, they're happy. Need warm clothes. The temperature outside is going to get cold. You can tailor warm clothes at the tailoring bench or buy them from tailors. Is that what we're going to need to do? Okay, so we're going to have to expand our house at some point. I do want to set up a fence just so we have some kind of defensive spot. There's apparently an ancient generator over here. Maybe we can set something up. There is also some berry bushes. I don't want our people going too far, though, just in case. But that is good to know. I'm gonna, you know what? With my notebook, I'm gonna write stuff down, because I'm gonna forget half of this stuff. Although we do have a mod for taking notes, but how do we do that? I think it's this. I think it's this add item button. At some point, we're gonna need more people, but here's what I've wrote down, because I know you're curious. I wrote down, in my handy-dandy notebook, zone for roofing, structure for walls, and floors for floors. I know that sounds silly, but I'm the kind of person who, if I write something down, I'm more inclined to remember it. I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm like that. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I do need to remember what the heck we're... what some of the other buttons are. Like, I need to remember how to mass deforestation. Let's see. So if I do B. No. Okay, hang on. Wait. I'll figure this out. So we're looking for B. So it'd be... hang on. I just did it earlier. I'll remember. Orders. It's under orders. Let's chop all this wood down. I'm kind of debating chopping this down too. I think I'm gonna mine. And I think what we can do... Hang on, I'm trying to math out, like, how our base would look. So let's say... So we got this. So if we mine that, then we can expand our house. Then, down here, we can go to about right there. Right here. Then we go... Bop, 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 bop. Okay. Then we can put like a little room right here. Actually, is this... Do we have to worry about structural integrity? Meh. I'm sure it'll be fine. So if we do that, this can be like some kind of generator room or something. It's not very big. Alternatively, it could just like connect, but we'll see. Then, let's see what we could do. You know what? This can be the prisoner rooms. Oh, it's genius. I'm so smart. Might be a little bit too big for that, but even still. Then we go like that. And we make one big old mess hall. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. And this is the big room that connects into all the other rooms. Are you seeing the vision? And we'll be inside a giant mountain. So ideally, we'll be completely safe. I kind of only want there to be one entrance. I understand that's probably not a very good idea, but still. Let's mine down this way just so I don't forget. We can have something down here. Maybe some storage rooms or something. We can do another... We'll call this another prisoner room. Or these could even be bedrooms. They're bedrooms. Oh my goodness. It's perfect. It's perfect. Dude, I'm so smart. This is terrible. But it's okay. Look at that. Look at that. Bedrooms on every... I'm just saying. Look, because we can have 1, 2, or rather, how would I want to do this? So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 beds per room, assuming that it's not a lover's thing. So we could go 4, 8, 12, 16. Boom. bedrooms right there. And then any lovers can come over here and, you know, do their thing. And then we can expand this room out, right? Really, really nice, I think. Let's make this a little bit bigger on both sides. There we go. Look at that. Oh, absolutely. It looks good for now. And then, you know what? We'll just do that for now. Okay. Everyone get your sleep in. You're gonna need it in the morning. Or something. Now, I do think we need to expand this. This is our growing zone, so this is where a lot of our food is going to come from. Okay, Coyote went and did something. Sally also doing something. What are you doing? Oh, you're going to eat. Okay, I see. We need this, like, done. Coyote... We need you to do your thing. Oh, I see. So if we want them to kind of do whatever... Okay, well, hang on. I'm fair, if nothing else. Let's do... So this is sleeping time. We'll have... Let's have a couple hours of just dedicated work. Yeah. Just dedicated work. That way we get it done. Then you guys get an hour-long break. There we go. There, that looks pretty good. It's a schedule, so ideally they'll get some stuff done. Okay, Daiki up here getting all of our food ready to go. It is growing, albeit a little bit slowly. We should probably expand that, honestly, at some point. And then we are going to move around a lot of these as well, but for the moment, I think this is an okay setup. It certainly doesn't seem that bad. You know what we could do? If we want to mine out more of this, we could make, like, this a big research room. Or you know what? We need, like, a medical room, huh? Maybe we could make a medical room, like, right here. That seems good, actually. Although, that is quite a ways off. Okay, well, we're theory crafting. We're thinking about it. Sally sweeping up as Coyote digs. You'll like to see it. Daiki going for some mining as well. Excellent. Okay, we do need this, we need this done, though, so... Let's really... Let's do Coyote. Okay, I want you to get that done. Let's see, I want you to... Hang on. What's it under? What am I looking for? Work. Here it is. Coyote. We need to... I want to set this up to high priority. How do I do that? Do I... I'm trying to get him to cook. I guess there's just too much to do right now. Maybe that's part of the problem. Sally, what are you up to? You're cleaning rubble. Fair. Fair enough. You know what we could do, actually? We could set this to, Well, actually, we're just totally out of room. I think we need to expand our... junk area, so let's do zone, stockpile, yeah. No, I want this to be stockpile zone 1. Oh, I see. Expand zone. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So let's do that. So that is going to be our stockpile zone. We've got a whole lot of room. Honestly, that decreased movement speed on Sally does not seem to be the worst thing in the world. Bunch of rice plants still going. God dang, Daiki! You got a crap ton done! How did you even do all that fast? Wait. Actually, this seems like more than what I wanted. Oh, I think I see what's... Is there, like, integrity? Is that something we need to worry about? Oh, not reassuring. To be fair, though, we can build, like, some really big walls and stuff, and it should be okay. So, it's temporary. We're not going to be moving in to the cliffside right now, anyway. Now, I do want to take a look around, just make sure that no one is coming to kill us. There's a steam geyser. I imagine attack this to destroy it. Okay. So we can do stuff with that. Compacted machinery. There's also a rat. A rat. Age 1 rat. Okay. Oh. Ancient exostrider midsection. Contains an ancient mechanoid transponder. Okay. That's good to know. There's a freaking tank. So can I... Okay, I can double click just to come back to people. That's cool. A little bit of recreation time with Sally. Sally, you're doing the hard work right now. I know you need your... your relaxation time right now. Trust you me. Okay, no, I see... But this looks wrong. We'll fix it. We'll fix it up. Whatever. Alright, let's speed up time. I'm going to watch you both dig because I need to make sure that the cave isn't just collapsing from us digging at it. Adjusting my mic slightly. Sorry if you heard a super loud sound. Okay, it seems fine. Okay, Sally's still cleaning up. You guys are going for bedtime and a little bit of relaxation time. Okay. Needs light. These are not growing the quickest, are they? I'm starting to get a little bit worried about our food situation. I gotta be honest. You know, it's only a slight worry right now, but it is a concern. Now, I'm gonna pause real quick. Let me see. So, bills, cook simple meal. So... Let me see. So we just need raw food, which rice apparently works. Maybe we should get some potatoes and stuff growing as well? That might be a good idea. We don't necessarily need too many, but maybe we need to expand our farm out a little bit. There is all this room over here. There's also a turkey that we could kill. Or we could get it to lay eggs and just eat those. Something to note. There is also the muffalos. Muffalos. Oh no. Ah, well, not the end of the world. Let's see. So I want to... Let's harvest these. That way we have a little bit of food. We need warm clothes. It's nighttime. You guys will be alright. You'll be alright. See, look at this. Who's cold? The two snuggling are cold? You're clearly lying. Let's see. Can we harvest this stuff? No. Alright, we wait until a new day. Ooh, Sally up and at 'em. Need defenses? That much is fair. I agree with that. Yeah, you know what? It is digging out more than what I'm intending for it to. How's this 15%? It will be a lot of food once it's ready, but I'm worried about the extremely slow growth. I'm also kind of wondering if the muffalo will eat it. Something that I probably should have made note of sooner. Right, dogs gotta eat too. Okay. Good to know. Now, I will say, the nerves are dying down. I'm feeling a lot better. I think part of the reason why I had so many nerves to begin with, by the way, is the fact that I know a lot of you guys play this game, and a lot of you are quite good at this game. So, needless to say, I'm probably not impressing. We apparently have found compacted machinery. So what is this? Hang on. Tell me about it. Ancient machinery compacted over time can be mined for useful components. Okay, so just do what we're gonna do and mine it out at some point. We do also need a storage room. So that is something to make note of. Visitors, a group of the Pact of Tierra. They seem to have a few items to trade. Hello. Holler and Flebe. Well, Sally, what are you doing? Wandering. Okay, great. Could you talk to the traders when they get close enough? Let's see, they're right over here. I don't want her to get too close, just in case. I'm a little bit worried. Sally, why are you should be doing more stuff? Where's your schedule? What are you doing? Dr. Hall, childcare. You know what, Sally? Actually, you're not very good at research. You're also not very good at constructing. Okay. When those people get close, Sally, you are going to be the one to talk to them. You do have the highest social. Okay, they're getting pretty close now, so let's slow down time. Coma child. Okay. So how do we... He has an auto pistol. I don't know if we should be worried about that. Okay, Sally, go talk to him. Go up and say hi. They're probably not going to gun you down. Hello, visitors. How are you this fine evening? So, you have survival meals, you have components, medicine, reinforced barrel, and some pants. Apparently, Sally has plus 3%, but I don't know what that means. How much money do we have? Do we have any money? I will take some survival meal. Thank you. I appreciate it. Or wait a minute. Did we... Wait, no. Did we sell it? Wait a minute. Did we just sell one of our meals? No, I don't think so. It's hard to say. Yeah, we need some fences and stuff. Right now, we can't worry about it, but maybe I'm prioritizing the wrong things. Okay, well, we have some silver now. I don't like that you have a knife out, coma child. What makeup? Sally! She just went to bed! What are you doing? We have visitors, Sally! Oh, I guess they are friendly. Sally, go talk to him again. I need to make sure that you didn't sell our food. Okay, let's see. So we are paused. So how do I see... This metal is mostly used as a commodity. Oh, so we do have silver? We did sell some of our food. No! Okay, we'll buy some more. And also buy a little bit of medicine. So that'll cost us 155. We have 815. Okay. It seems worth it. That's fine. Let's go ahead and scoop these up. Let's haul these urgently, just so we get them done. Okay, well, everyone's going to bed, so... I'm gonna keep... Now, I imagine friendly people who come by are actually friendly. Hopefully. Yeah, so they're probably just like around for a little bit and then they'll head out, I guess. I am keeping a close eye on them though, just in case. We also might want to put a campfire or something in here because we're complaining about being cold quite a bit. Okay, Sally got one of those. We got those. Okay, they're leaving. Alright, well, bye. You guys were very friendly, actually. I appreciate it. I know how to trade now. To be fair, that menu actually does make a lot of sense after looking at it, but, yeah. Let's go ahead and chop down these trees just so they're out of the way and we have a little bit more wood. Sally? Watching the sunrise. Okay, well. Sally, you're really bad at doing jobs, you know that? I don't think she cares. Alright, how are Coyote and Dikey doing? Doing good. Look at that, Sally cleaned up a little bit. She wanted to watch the sunrise. Go on, Coyote, go on, son. Maybe I chose a little bit too much to dig out right now. Well, they've already gotten started, so... Now, yeah, there's definitely a lot more being mined out than what I would like. But I guess we can rebuild it, so maybe it's not the worst thing in the world? Let me see. So, structure... So what kind of walls can we make? Right now it's just wooden walls. Designed rough... Oh, I see. Or wait. Designate rough stone walls to be smooth. Huh. Or can we not make different kinds of walls yet? That's something to make note of. Sally, why don't you come clean all this up? Let's see. So let's set all of this to be all of this. No. All of this. Hang on. There we go. Let's set all of these to be hauled. There we go. Alright, Sally, why don't you go do that? Sally! Cannot haul marble chuck. I see. So, in that case, why don't I set up a zone called, I guess, the dumping stockpile? And we'll do that. Not right there. Hang on. I'll figure it out, I promise. So let's set up the dumping stockpile right there. Right? No. Okay, I have no idea. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Our rice is growing. Oh, now Sally's hauling stuff. Okay, great. So, okay, what that tells me then, we gotta have more work hours. So what time is it in day? It is... I don't know what time it is. Let's set up a little bit more work time. There we go. There we go. Let's get a little bit more done. And then we can have recreation time a little bit before bed. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's do that. And then you can have a little bit of recreation time. Okay, great. There we go. That'll help our productivity a bit. Sally's doing all the heavy lifting. Okay, so it is considered junk. Okay. So at least we know. Now we can move all that stone around, and when we eventually make some kind of storehouse we'll be able to do something right there as well. Goodness, it's turned into such a mess. So many of these walls have just flat been destroyed. Oh well. What are you gonna do? There's more of this machinery, too. Now, okay, something I do want to do. Let's do that. And then let's build different walls. Like that. Let's leave this wall. Let's cancel that. Okay. And now we can move over some beds after we break this down. There we go. Look at that! We can also put another torch in there, probably. And it gives us more use for all of that wood, because we are going to be getting quite a bit of it once we actually get some stuff moved. Set that to hall. You know what? Let's set... Okay, those are already set to hall, so that's good. Maybe we should make, like, a different kind of floor? Is that a good idea? Sally goes to bed. Alright. I definitely think that this is a problem where we just need to set priorities a little bit differently, but... Okay. Got some components. Young drifters hope for resources. A group of poor children are approaching looking for help. The children are begging for medicine. They need the medicine to help their friends at a nearby settlement that was devastated by raiders. You can give items to the children by selecting a colonist and right-click on Sleeper. The children will move on after one day. These children are not part of any faction. If you wish, you could choose to kill, arrest, sell, or harvest them without any diplomatic consequences. I can tell you what we're not going to do, at least not right now, is we're not going to harvest them. How much medicine do we have? We have 25 medicine. I actually think that we can afford this. Hang on. So, so Sally... Okay, so you can give items to children by selecting Colonist and right-clicking on Sleeper. So Colonist. Okay, maybe you need to go pick up the stuff first. Okay. Let's pick up 2 medicine. Okay, so you got the medicine. Now, let's give them the medicine. See, this will probably help us out in the future. I bet you they'll come and join us. Here you are, child. Beggars have accepted the requested items and are leaving. You're welcome, children. Be safe. Don't, you know, die. Now Sally has to go all the way back to go back to sleep. That's fine. Let's see. Needs. Ate without a table. Slept in the cold. It's dark. You're in a little bit of pain. Awful barrack. Hang on, I gotta see a little more of this. I had to sleep in an awful barracks. Not only was it a horrible room, but I also had to share it. That's fair. That is fair. Recreation fully satisfied. Very low expectations. I need to just keep myself strong to survive. Genetic joy. Yup. Warhol's master. Oh, yeah, because the dog is hers. Initial optimism. It's a tough situation, but I'm excited to be founding a new settlement. See that? This is Sally's settlement. Okay, so what's so awful about it? The fact that it's cold and dark? What is... Okay, well, you know what? When I say it like that, that's fair. Let's reinstall this over here. We need, like, a dedicated cooking area, I think. Let's... So this is pretty much lit up. If anything, let's do that. Let's build a copy there, and then we can deconstruct this one. Let's get rid of that bush. And then we're still not cooking anything. 41%. We are growing a lot of rice. Like, oh, I really hope this pays off, because that rice I'm kind of leaning on for being our big food source at the moment. Alright, let's sleep the night away. We can rest easy knowing that we've helped children in need, and we've gotten quite a bit of things moved around. Visitors. Oh, 2 more of you people. Lynx and Gnug Fur. Right. Should that be beeping? Is that bad? Tell you what we need to do. We need to set up more defenses before we're completely caught off guard, but... You know what, Sally? We're gonna have you do construction. I know you're not very good at it, but we're gonna make you do it. Let me see. So then, we want to come over here. Let's get... hang on. I'm working on it. So temperature, passive cooler, we don't want that. Barricade, which takes wood. So let's do that. Let's do barricade like that. Okay, all the way down. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. And then we can, let's cancel this, cancel that, and cancel that one. And then we could probably put like a door or something here, right? A baby decoration. Let's see. Production. Sarcophagus. Well, yeah. Ship landing beacon. Spacecrafts usually land on pads if possible. Oh boy, can we go into space? Is this game significantly bigger than I thought it was? Let me see. Structure. Fence gate. Here we go. Not quite. Hang on. I think I'm onto something, but not quite. So let's do fence. Fence, and then fence gate. That doesn't look quite right. Okay, hang on. Better idea, right? Fence, fence, then door. See, look at that. That's awful. This will work, though. You know what? This will actually work. It's a good enough start. We are absolutely going to need to cut down all these trees, though. So whenever you guys can get around to that, that'd be great. And then we also want to cut this one down. Let's chop. Any other trees in our zone? Okay. Yeah! We should be... Look, this should be pretty solid, right? I keep trying to use my mouse to move the camera. Yeah, look at that. This is some safe terrain. Okay, I also want to haul all of this. Hang on. Can I... So if I do orders, haul things, here we go. Yeah. There we go. See, we got a semi-functional wall being set up. Oh, this is nice. Look, we've got ourselves a little colony here. I do want to expand our trash zone just a bit. Likewise, I want to expand our resource zone just a little bit. And then we're in business. We are really well and truly in business. I also want to mine this out. You know what? I want to mine all the way to here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. We're chopping trees. We're building walls. We're mining rocks. What else could you well and truly need, right? This right here, this is a colony. A smashed stump. It will deteriorate. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. I do want to haul these, just so it's out of the way. And ideally, we're not going to have any baddies jump us anytime soon, considering we're still not really fully prepared. At some point, if I can make this barricade out of, like, stone, that'd be a little bit better, but, you know, make do with what we got for right now. Use the Kenshi tactic of just hole yourself up against a wall and hope for the best. Okay, and we're moving all that. Excellent. Look at that. How's our rice doing? 68% grown. Ooh. And we still got a lot of food, a lot of medicine. This is a good start, if you ask me. Do I know that? No, but I can pretend. Let's cut these because I want them out of the way. Good stuff, good stuff. Any other bushes that might be a little problematic? This one we could probably do away with. Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Coyote thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? Coyote also thinks that you should give this settlement a name. We are the Unified Council of Protectorates. I think I spelled that wrong. And Sound Hope honestly sounds like a cool name. Protectorates. Am I spelling that incorrectly? I think I am. Either way, that sounds like a pretty cool thing, right? The Unified Council of Protectorates. We protect our people, and if you mess with us, at some point, we'll be able to kill you. Eventually, I would like some actual walls, but the barricades will do for now, I suppose. Okay, I gotta admit. What? Psychic drone low. Every female colonist feels a wave of anxiety and anger. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It is projecting a psychic drone onto the site through an orbital amplifier tuned to only affect females. Well, that sucks. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit worse. The drone level is low. That sucks. Considering 2 out of 3 of our colonists are female, but, you know, whatever. I guess we'll just deal with that. Let me see. Sally, how you doing? Guess it's social? No. What is it? Health? No. Bio. Needs, that's it. Low psychic drone, -12. It's like a scratching at the back of my mind. A voice whispering. I can only make out a few words, and I don't like them. I see. Okay, so we're definitely going to need to work on some stuff as far as, like, actually customizing. Not customizing. Well, yeah, I guess customizing, but we need to make our place a little bit more suitable to our needs. I also should probably put down some more torches. So what I'm going to do, let's go... Is it... No, it's not power. Hang on, I've got this. No. Hang on. Wait a minute. What the heck is it under? Furniture? Yes, it's furniture. Alright. Let's get a wall lamp. Right here, so that we can see a little outside. Then, right here, so that we can see the hall. And then right here, so that we can see storage. Then we'll also put one in here when the time comes. Yeah, look at that. That's good stuff. And then we could do some flooring. Dude, there's so many rocks. What can we do with these marble chunks? Can we actually do anything with them? Like, can we make them into like a wall or something? Because that'd be ideal. Okay, you guys go ahead and do your thing. Ooh, how's our rice looking? 75% grown. We're almost there. Good stuff, good stuff. I like it, I like it. Okay, Sally doing some horseshoes. You're both still mining. Excellent. We don't have anyone doing any research, which I don't know how terribly important that is, but if I were to put it in Stellaris terms, or even Kenshi terms, I imagine it's pretty dang important, and we should not be putting it on the back burner. However, yeah, it's my first time playing, so whatever. Sleep it up, everyone. We need all the rest we can get so that we can finish setting up our camp. Now, I do still want to say, there is a chance that this is only going to be like our tutorial world, and we'll set up something else and install new mods, because I'm pretty sure you guys will have suggestions for mods as well. That's kind of why I'm making this episode a lot longer, because, you know, it's a learning curve. Now, let's go ahead and expand the zone. There we go. Now, one thing I do know is that for our stockpile, we need a roof. Obviously, we do not have a roof, but it'll do. Okay, you're all almost done mining. Excellent. I like it. Sally hauling all this marble. Goodness. We have too much marble. It's too much. Hey, Bill, doing? Doing good, doing good. Look at you both go. I'm really glad that cave-ins don't, like, destroy you. It's also seems like a really good area to just start in. Like, this little speck of land that we chose, honestly, pretty solid. Who would have guessed? A forest. Oh! Raid. Filth Gang. A group of wasters from Filth Gang. They will prepare for a while, then attack. Prepare a defense, or attack them preemptively. Where? Can you show me? Show me. Is it just one guy? Is it just you? Butcher? I guess so. Okay, well, unfortunately our wall isn't fully built, so I guess we're not going to be able to lean on that. But you have a knife, and we have a few guns. So what I'm going to do, let's conscript you, or draft you, and then gun it down. Gun that raider down. Okay, Sally going in. See, Sally is absolutely awful at melee. However, gun, Sally. That is not the play. Okay, that worked out pretty nice. Sally, hang on. I gotta figure this out. So you're downed. You're not dead. So, okay, here's what we do, right? Boom, boom, boom. Let's undraft all of you. You're good to go. How injured are you? Let's see. Health. You're cut. Okay. Let's... We can't make you a prisoner to try and get you to join us, at least not yet. So let's all go home for the moment. Okay, Sally and Daiki, you come here. Okay, I guess I can't move them for the moment. So Sally, let's come pick up this. And then Daiki, let's... yeah, do what you're gonna do, I guess, for now. As long as you don't bleed out and die. Oh, that butcher's still alive. Well, you go do your thing. We're gonna get all patched up. Okay. I thought that was an enemy. I thought Daiki was an enemy for a minute. I gotta be honest. Okay, Sally. Or, you know what? Can we set this to... Oh, we can. Medical. There we go. Daiki, get in bed. Get in bed. Sally's watching the sunset again. Alright, Sally, I know you want to see the sunset. However, we gotta heal Daiki. Let's prioritize feeding. Prioritize tending. Let's go. Go, go, go. Your ally needs your aid. And you should still have a medkit as well. There we go. Look at that. Get him bandaged up. Nice. Alright. Well, no more bleeding. Daiki, you go ahead and you rest up. Boy, good thing you had the armor, now that I'm thinking about it. Huh. Although I did not like that Sally just rushed in. But, what are you gonna do? So are you feeding? Yes. So you're feeding Daiki. I see. Okay. We need to make a dedicated medical room, but this will do for now, I guess. Good stuff, good stuff. No psychic drones gonna hold us down for long. Still gotta chop down trees and everything, but Coyote is going strong. All things considered, no complaints. Oh. Something... I don't know what that was. Something was popping up. Bedtime. Okay, okay. Alright. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm understanding the appeal. I'm understanding why you guys like RimWorld so much. I'm already getting that feeling that this is gonna be a game that I really, really get into. I can just tell, you know? There's games where it's like, nah, this ain't for me. And then there's games that are like, this is for me. I'm starting to get the feels. Either way, everyone is resting up. We're about to finish our digging. Good stuff. Low food. Yes, I know. Trust me. I'm very acutely aware. But our rice plants are almost done, which is going to be nice. Sally is sweeping up. Oh, I see. This is like dirt and stuff, and we can clean that up. Okay. And then you're feeding Daiki. Good stuff. There might also be, like, a better start that we can do as well. Because I'm pretty sure our start might not be the best, but... I don't know, it seemed the most beginner-friendly. Okay, 73% grown. I feel like it's been going down. Is that just me? It's probably a nighttime thing, huh? Okay, Daiki is almost healed up. Coyote is doing well. Sally is kind of doing her own thing. Hunter lacks suitable weapon. Oh, I see. We don't have a ranged weapon for Daiki yet, so no hunting. Okay, that's fine. We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, fortify our borders, make us nice and strong. Finally cutting down these trees. That has been a task for quite some time now. But our wall is looking good. Sally botched the construction. You love to see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is starting to be a real slice of home. Look at that. How nice. We got a wall. We got a fence. What more could you want, really? Like, what else could you possibly want out of life? A wall? A fence? Food that doesn't want to grow? I'm also pretty sure that this wall is not going to stop us from doing anything, which is going to be really unfortunate. Well, back to bed, I guess. The days seem exceptionally short. To be fair, that won't be as much of a problem when we have more than 3 colonists, but for now, it is. I think I'm also understanding where the time is. It's 3 hours. Okay. So each day, I imagine, is 24 hours. Okay, that makes sense. So in that case, I want recreation. You guys get 2 hours of pure recreation, and then a few hours to just do what you're going to do. That seems good to me. That seems like a pretty good schedule. I mean, you get a ton of sleep. You get to do whatever while you're waking up. It's work, then you do whatever. Then you get dedicated recreation time. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. There we go. That's probably a better idea. So a little bit of time to do whatever when you get up. Then you work. You get to do recreation. Then you get to do whatever. Then it's time to sleep. Seems good to me. Now, I want to make a copy. One here. One here. There we go. This room will be nice and lit up. Look at that. Oh. I don't think I'm doing half bad for my first time. I gotta be honest. I'm feeling optimistic. Ooh, Daiki doing some research. I believe you're trying to figure out how to make a bow, which is very, very nice. What are these buttons? Oh. Don't know. Oh, we can also change how people look in this menu. Okay, cool. So that'll come into play later. Especially once we want to get viewer names and stuff in here. Yeah. So, here's a question. Because, as we all know, you guys are pros and I am not. Is there a colonist limit? I imagine there must be, right? However, we can't have multiple colonies from the looks of things, so... Oh, chunks of a spacecraft have impacted nearby. What? Where, right here? No, it's Steam Geyser. Where has this happened? Dang, I was trying to say. Spacecraft. Is this it? No, it's an ancient car. Dang it, I should have clicked that before it was, too late. Oh, well. Extract skull? Why? Yeah, why not? Let's just extract that, and we'll also take your food. Why not? That's not weird or morbid at all. I'm glad that these animals aren't a problem. A group of travelers are passing by. So I imagine if we wanted to play this really, brutally, I guess would be the word. If people go by our settlement, we could technically just attack and kidnap them, right? What in the world? Are you guys wearing masks? Gotcha. Huh. Move along, then. Move along. We have more important things to do. Sorry about that. I tried to kill a mosquito just now. But in doing so, I clapped right into the mic. Okay. Okay, here's what... Quest available. The Ambushed Knight. Petronia Nekpla, a knight of the fallen empire, is calling from nearby. Her guards were killed in an ambush. She escaped, but is now being followed by a man-hunting squirrel. She wants you to keep her safe at Sound Hope for a few hours until her shuttle can come pick her up. She will bestow 8 honor on whoever accepts the quest. This is enough honor to receive the royal title of Yeoman and all benefits that come with it, including the first level of psychic powers. Yeah, okay. Where'd it go? Ah, here it is. Quests. Except with Sally. Why not? Oh, I see. And you're just gonna hang out for a little bit until your thing shows up. Okay. Well, in that case, let's have you just come just somewhere. Man-hunting squirrel. Oh, there it is. Whoa, you are pretty fast. Alright, Sally, I apologize, but I must draft your services once more. Where'd that squirrel go? Ah, here you are. You... I'm gonna have you go close. And once you're close enough, you are going to shoot at it. It's a squirrel, so I imagine it can't be that much of a problem. Okay. Let's have you shoot. Not good. Okay. Run and gun. You missed it point blank! Sally! Sally! Nice! Good job. Good stuff. Okay. Sally. You're all done. Go to bed. Go to bed. Get better. Heal up. Do what you gotta do. Okay, we also get to use the squirrel for food. Actually, you know what? In that case, let's make a... where is it? There's a butcher. Aha! Butcher table! There we go. Look at that. See? Now we can turn the squirrel into food, I think. Animals will attack doors. Forbidding doors. You can forbid doors so colonists and tame animals won't go through them. This isn't a door lock. Doors are always locked. Forbidding just directs your colonists not to use that door. Colonists who are going crazy might use the door anyway. Okay, great. Whoa. Well, Nekpla, I think your thing is here. Okay. The Fallen Empire is ready to grant Sally the title of Novice and the power of a level 1 Psylink in a bestowing ceremony. The bestower will arrive by shuttle and perform the ceremony. The bestower will only give a title if any throne room requirements are satisfied. There's a chance of gaining extra honor depending on how many viewers attend the ceremony. Additionally, every viewer gains a mood bonus. You can betray them, but it will... Why would you... Oh, because you can steal Psylink stuff. Oh. Right. Okay, well, we don't have a throne room, so I will worry about that later, I guess. Plus, Sally is kind of injured at the moment. Squirrel teeth. The squirrel chomped Sally in the torso. Ouch. And then it bruised her leg, too. Oh. Feels bad. Well. All things considered, we have rice going now, which is gonna be a lot of food. Good, 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 good. We need food. Coyote making it into food. Oh, that is good. See, now we officially have... Sally, where are you going? Oh, you're picking up the skull. I see. Well, we officially have a running settlement. That is good stuff. So with that, I believe that's going to do it for this episode of RimWorld. Overall, I would say this is a pretty good tutorial episode. little nerve-wracking, but I gotta be honest. Exhilarating. Very, very fun. I can already tell I'm going to enjoy this game a lot. Honestly, if it wasn't for the price of entry, I think I would have been playing this significantly sooner. But, you know, hey, that's just how it is. Games be gaming. Now, I know this is far from a perfect setup, but what I think I'm going to do is regardless, I think we're going to set up a new colony in the next one now that I have a bit more of an understanding of what I'm doing. Plus, I'm pretty sure you guys will be giving very helpful tips, maybe, possibly. And yes, I'm accepting any and all tips. Backseat away. I want it. I like it. Feel free. So that's your guys' homework for this episode. Backseat as much as you'd like, and if you have a character you'd like, let me know. They might not come out perfect, I gotta be honest, because the character creation is crazy, but I'll do my best. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.